I'm gonna try to keep this video super quick because I had no intention of reviewing Bumblebee, but it turns out I totally loved it, so here we go. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I live in a reality where I'm excited to talk about a new Transformers movie just over a year after the travesty that was The Last Knight. Bumblebee is the 6th film in the now 11-year-old Transformers franchise and the first to be not directed by cinematic madman Michael Bay. This time, Kubo and the Two Strings director Travis Knight takes over. So yeah, as if this was ever going to be anything other than great. This movie winds the clock back to 1987, where 18-year-old Charlie, played by the always compelling Hailee Steinfeld, comes into possession of a rusty old Volkswagen Beetle, who is of course Bumblebee in disguise, now a fugitive in hiding after the collapse of his home world, Cybertron. And here's why this film works. Actually, works is an understatement. Here's why this film is great. Let's take the most charming and likable Transformer, pair him with one of the most likable leading ladies of this generation, get a writer and director who know their way around character and theme, and then bundle that all together in an Iron Giant style story aimed directly at kids. Look, I actually really like the first Transformers movie. The sequels, not so much. But Bumblebee excels because it embraces that Saturday morning cartoon kids action figure vibe, and it understands that simplicity and sincerity counts for a whole lot more than burnouts and explosions. And hey, Bumblebee still has plenty of those, but my god does Travis Knight direct them like some kind of wizard. This isn't just clear action, it's perfect action. It's immaculately composed, totally kinetic, and effortlessly fluid, all while maintaining the weight and perspective that makes the spectacle of giant robots just throwing it down so exciting, which is something that I find is kind of almost totally lacking from the more recent Michael Bay entries. None of these characters are particularly deep, but they're all relatable, and they're all incredibly compelling, particularly Steinfeld's Charlie, who plays a perfect balance of youthful anxiety, angst, and heroic confidence that couples perfectly with Bumblebee's shy, fish-out-of-water quality. It may seem kind of obvious, but that's what it all comes down to. Quality. This is the kind of blockbuster filmmaking that puts quality first. There's no throwaway shots, there's no excess, there's no unwarranted jokes. Pretty much every part of this movie, at least after the Cybertron set opening, exists to either further the growth of the characters or build their relationships with one another. What I'm blown away with the most is that this is a film about communication. It's about learning to let people in and learning to be honest with yourself and with your feelings, and then sharing that with the people closest to you so that you can strengthen your relationship with them. That kind of stuff in a Transformers movie. I mean, who would have thought? And no, it's not particularly original, and yes, it feels like kind of a safe bet. But I am totally okay with that because this movie is so well made, it's so smartly directed, and it's so emotionally written. This is just excellent family fun that should excite both kids and adults alike. I know it excited me. So those are my thoughts on Bumblebee. Have you seen it yet? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you like this video? Well, of course you did. You can subscribe to Breaking Banter down there somewhere, as well as check out my new channel Loverboy Media over there somewhere. You can follow me on Twitter at Loverboy Media and on Instagram at Breaking Banter. And if you do feel like doing so, you can support us on Patreon. Thank you so much to anyone who is doing that already. We are releasing a bunch of cool new rewards as we cross over both channels on Patreon at the beginning of 2019. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.